My name is Cynthia Manuel. I was born in Chicago, and I am proud to be able to raise my son in Chicago. I work with inner city youth to show them different things outside of their neighborhoods. When these kids walk onto the farm, it makes them feel like they are free. I want these kids to know how to give back, and recycling is one of those ways. Hello. Thank you guys for tuning in to Heavenly Sent People You Should Know. So as you guys just saw the video, I am Cynthia, and I am doing some wonderful out-of-the-box things with our youth. And so one of the biggest things I think that I harp on is taking kids outside of their comfort zones, out of their communities, and showing them something different. I got this motto to whereas, how can a kid dream something they can't see? And for that reason, I expose kids to a plethora of things. For instance, like you guys just saw in the video, the horses. Horses are used for therapy, in therapy sessions. And so most times when I take the kids out there and show them the horses and the farm animals, it's like a breath of fresh air for them. And so I enjoy that. We do things like bowling, camping. I got 2 trailers. I turned one of them into a gaming truck, and the other one is kind of like a hangout for the kids when we go to the barn. And so I'm actually ready to pull that out for Christmas. So I'm preparing it, getting it together, doing a few touch-ups, and I'm excited to bring that out. What else I got going on? Oh, so the new thing that we are implementing, we're going to do a pop-up workshop / home skills. And so you guys are like, what is that? I got a flyer, so I want them to show the flyer, and you guys can see what it is. But until then, so what it is kids, I believe, if they don't have the necessary skills, then how can we expect or want them to do things and they don't have the necessary skills to do stuff? So something as simple as hygiene, learning how to do laundry, learning how to make it, well, not learning because they should already know this, but sometimes it takes another person to say something to your kid, even mine, before they get it. And so with all this knowledge, I've partnered with, with some friends of mine. And so we're going to roll this out starting with churches. And I say churches because they're not-for-profit, and there's a million churches out here. And so we're asking for 2 hours, possibly on a Saturday or perhaps a Friday, for us to be able to come in, gather some kids. We got a Google document that they can sign, a registration form that they can sign up, and our curriculum is based on the age group. So, of course, we wouldn't teach 17-year-olds something that we would teach 9-year-olds or 7-year-olds. So we have something for all ages. And so what it is we want to build relationships with kids to where they'll trust us, and then we can implement and start exposing them to or reminding them about life skills and home skills. Let's see, what else? What we got in the store? So yeah, we're calling that a pop-up workshop, and that's starting next year on a Saturday. So we are looking for partnerships. So pastors, members, congregation, you guys tune in to what we are doing. It's a good look for both of us, because now we'll have kids coming back to church. We'll have parents involved in our sessions. It's just a good look for everybody. The kids are learning skills. It's just I think it's awesome, the things that we are teaching. A friend of mine, he is a former cop. He is a CPR instructor. He teaches family skills, anger management, parenting skills, and a bunch of stuff. And so we also want to do like a basic cooking class where we will teach kids, give them a basic recipe. So the churches that have kitchens, we want to come in and do that. And like I said, everybody is certified. And of course, we want you guys to come and meet us, whether it be Zoom or us come to you, so we can show you our curriculum and see how this will be a good look for everybody. The kids are running wild because there's nothing for them to do. So we're trying to create the space We're trying to educate them, empower them to do some of these things that we are mentioning. So our first church is the first Saturday in January, and we have a flyer. I want you guys to see the flyer so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, because I'm visual, so I can sit here and talk. Do I gotta pull the flyer up? I think I do. So I can't pull the flyer up? No, I can't pull the flyer up? There we go. They're getting the flyer from me, y'all. So yeah, we are wanting to do this next year. And this will give me more flexibility, because right now I feel like I'm just stuck in one place. And I got so much energy, and there are so many kids out there that could use some of this knowledge and these skills that we are implementing abroad. So you can find me at Heavenly Cynt Youth on Facebook. We're on Instagram, Heavenly Cynt on Instagram, and starting next year, we will have a YouTube channel. And so what was so cool today, I left a group of kids, and I had them all sitting around, and I asked the kids, do they believe in God? Because I don't want to impose my religion on anybody's kid, and so all the kids believe in God, so that's a beautiful thing. And today we learned about the 10 Commandments, and it's funny because we had 2 new teenagers that hadn't heard of the 10 Commandments, and so at the end of the session, each of the kids were able to recite at least 2 commandments. And so when we went in the room with the parents were in awe about their kids learning something as simple as commandments. And also, I try to add something cool with the kids, and so I brought in 2 remote control cars. And so typically, okay, remote control cars, big deal. Remote control cars require thinking and motor skills. And so I noticed, I gave the kids, I was like, okay, make the cars come back to you. So they would drive the car. When they got stuck, they would go and hand and physically touch the car. So I was like, no. Everybody sit down. Think about what you're doing. There are 2 buttons, one to go forward and backward, the other one is left and right. And so I need you guys to think about what you're doing, put it all together, and make the car come to you. And some of them, it was the hardest thing that they probably did today. But at the end of the day, all the kids were able to direct the car in the direction that I wanted them to go. So that was really cool. And so, yeah, like I said, I understand that, we have to meet kids where they at. So we do a lot of things like that. I think my guest is here. He's called me. I think he's in the lobby. And so that's pretty cool. The things that, I'm trying to do with the kid. I have a 15-year-old son, and so I understand that we have to pretty much meet kids where they are, and not until you do that, they are distant. And so I thank God for that gift to being able to meet kids where they are. And so, yeah, I'm excited about what's to come next year. I have so many plans out. I'm looking to partner with so many like-minded individuals like myself that are involved with the youth. And so my guest has arrived, guys. And so he's funny. He's funny. We know him as AB, and he's on his way in. Hello, sir. How are you?
All right. I'm sorry, y'all. How y'all doing?
Thank you for being here, sir. I think they want us to look at that screen.
Mm-hmm.
They said that screen or the one to the left.
It's right here.
So, there we go. So, AB.
How you doing?
So, first let me say that you and a bunch of other guys came at a time where it was so much needed. We were in the pandemic. Yeah, and so when you guys came out with this comedy, you guys rocked it like never before. And I think my favorite skit is, I be so focused on what I'm doing. My son, he's always on, I didn't know he had a Facebook, but he be on Facebook, and, he was laughing one day, and he brought in, I think you was doing Lori Lightfoot.
Hey, Lori Lightfoot. Everybody love Lori Lightfoot.
And when I say that's the funniest, y'all please go check his page out. Y'all please go check his page out. I think you gotta look that way.
Okay, you wanna look this way?
No, you look that way, and I'm looking that way.
Okay.
So he did Lori Lightfoot, y'all. When I say hilarious. He did Lori Lightfoot, and the fact that, like I said, he You know, all the kids know you. It's funny because I took my son to a camp and one of the guys had your sweat on. And my son was like, look, Mom, he got on Baby Gray.
On Baby Gray.
On Baby Gray. So with that being said, I'll let you tell us how, and then on top of that, I like the fact that you and your girlfriend are doing skits together. That's so amazing. I mean, the Bible says a couple that stays together. No, that ain't the Bible. That's Lover's Lane. Ain't it?
Lover's Lane.
So tell us how you got started and what prompted you to start doing this.
I really got into comedy, you know, through my mother. Like my mother, like she always told me, like, you funny, you need to try to be stand-up comedy and everything. But it got to the point that when she was sick, and she had told me, she was like, I ain't gonna be here for too long. And I was telling her, like, what you mean like that? You don't tell nobody, like, you know, you gonna be here for too long. But it was a blessing. It was a blessing, and it was a sky because she was sick, and she told me, she was like, I think you should be a comedian. I said, Mom, what I'm gonna do without you here? And she told me, she was like, I don't know if you could be a comedian because you a clown. I'm like, Mom, what's to tell your son that I'm a clown? She like, not in that bad way, but you funny, and you gotta, you know, and you got a mind of your own. So I'm like, man, you know what, I'm gonna try, Mom, I'm gonna try, Mom. So she ended up passing. When my mom passed, it brought joy to me because, like, I really didn't want my mom suffering, So when she passed, I'm like, man, I should take heed what she said. I should try to do a skit or something. And when I did the skit, it hit a million views. Wow. Hit a million views in a day and a half. And I was like, man, this is what I should be doing then. And so I did another skit, and it hit like 10,000 views. I'm like, man, this is dope. There's people out here that really like me and really, you know, enjoy what I'm doing. So when I started seeing people from like other countries like Australia, London, and like New Orleans, people like that, like it shocked me. Like, man, it's people over there. So, like, you know what I mean? Australia, when it's like 9 o'clock over here, it's like 9 o'clock overnight over there.
Okay.
So it was like, it was big to me. Like, man, this whole point right here, like, my people overseas watching me, and I'm doing my thing right now. So I just kept going, but I like to see somebody smile.
And you know what, that's so needed because, like you said, we're in a time where there's so much happening. So to turn on YouTube, Facebook, or whatever, and to see you and so many others just doing what you guys love to do is so therapeutic, I promise you. And so what prompted you to get your girlfriend involved? And I thought she was going to be here.
She here.
She is? Tell her come in.
Yeah, she just parked the car.
Okay.
But
yeah, Marquita.
Marquita,
Those two together, y'all, when I say hilarious, I mean hilarious. And the fact, and you can just see the love that you guys share. I think that's the most common thing about it all. The fact that you can see the love that you guys share. And then on top of that, you guys are being funny together. That's like a dream come true. Because for the most part, you see couples fighting and arguing, don't get along. And to see you guys collectively doing something that you enjoy doing is awesome. I mean, it really is. And so from that, so did you have your clothing line before the comedy or after?
I really made my clothing line when I started getting into the comedy, really, because people were like, man, what on Baby Gray mean? I'm like, on Baby Gray, leave me alone. On Baby Gray mean, I mean, I expect me on Baby Gray, this. Then I was like, man, you know, my friend was like, hey, you know, I think you should use that for a clothing line on Baby Gray. I'm like, man, on Baby Gray, you sound stupid, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, sound stupid. He was like, but that sounds dope, and you know, and people probably want to know what it means. So I had to break it down to him what it means.
Tell us what it means.
It was a best friend. His name was G Baby. Okay. And he had got killed. He had got killed. And after he died, I used to say on G Baby or on G Baby. You know what I'm saying? So people were like, man, you might well use that as a thing. And this is actually how you look a little bit too, though. You know what I'm saying? So I made a clothing line, and then my first year, I made $100,000 in clothing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I made $100,000 in clothing in my first year, and it was so surprised because I'm like, man, I don't want no clothing line. I don't want to sell no clothes.
That's so dope. And I mean, everybody. I mean, it is. And so the reason I wanted you on is because I often tell the kids there's so many things that you can do. You know, like we see the hairdresser, we see the police, we see the fireman, we see all these things. But for you to be able to go out there and do something that you enjoy doing, oh my goodness, that's a dream come true. You know, you got people working 9 to 5. You know, struggling every day trying to make ends meet and hate their job. You know, hate it with a passion. And so when I see people out there just living their best life, enjoying life, having fun, got their family and friends. And like you said, you all in Australia. You got people in Australia watching you guys. And which video was it? What was the first video you put in that hit the 1,000 views?
The video I did a video with like the grandma video, and I played with my son. My son, he like, I don't want to do a video. I want to like see me like tell me. So, but I did a video like somebody hit him.
Okay.
Somebody hit him. He came and got me. Came in and got me. When he came and got me, I had the grandma wig on. The grandma's on the table on the chair, and I'm like, who hit you? He did. Where's mama at? You know what I'm saying? I was going crazy like, where's mama at? You know what? I'm finna watch this. I grabbed a stick, and a weed blower. I'm finna go get him. I don't care his mama out there now. I'm finna go get him back. Nobody hit my grandbaby. You know what I'm saying? And it went so viral because it went so viral because people like, that was my grandma. That was my grandma, and you know I used to work with Jermaine, Jermaine Banks, you know, and Darren Brown, Uncle Hank. So it was a pleasure to like my first video I did with Jermaine Banks. It had went up. We had did the it had went up because we had did the hello. I mean are you ready? To G. Yeah. So we did that video, and everybody brought it back like, oh my God, that was dope. That was dope because I used to do that with my sister, and my sister passed already. I used to do that with my cousin, he passed. So it was like, it hit viral. When it hit viral, I was like, man, these people need more laughter. They like more killing.
I appreciate you guys. And then, like I said, you guys are reaching the kids. So the kids be preoccupied watching videos, and y'all giving kids hope because, like I said, you can be yourself. As long as you yourself, you know, you can be whatever. Y'all see what it is. These guys ain't been around not even 2 years, and everybody know them. Everybody know them. We got Marquita coming in. We gotta find a chair. Where we gonna find a chair?
I can use that.
Okay.
Where do I have phone now? Yeah.
So,
I love the kids.
So,
no, you be blocking her phone, baby.
No, wait, we'll just record it because that's that camera on right there.
Okay.
And she walking past it.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
See? And so, there you go. And so, yeah.
I like being 22 women. You know what I'm saying?
Just he gonna look right there.
Well, we gonna look right here.
So we got Marquita, y'all, and I was just talking about you, Marquita, and I was just saying how awesome it is for you guys. First of all, we can see the love that you guys have in those videos.
Yeah.
And I was telling him that's so rare because for the most part, you know, black couples, they all over the place. And I've seen you guys a plethora of times, and so and you can see it's genuine. Then you guys doing skits together, it's so awesome. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about what's happening with y'all?
Oh, it's dope. Like I can't go nowhere now without nobody knowing me.
Marquita!
And I just be like, hey, how you doing?
Don't even know.
Don't even know. I'm like, I don't know who the hell that was.
So that's awesome, y'all.
Yeah,
I mean,
awesome.
it really is. And so, as I was saying, the fact that you guys are doing something that you love, it speaks volumes. You know, I was just telling him, people working 9 to 5 hate their job, and it's terrible. And for you guys just to get up and be yourself is like the I can only imagine.
And it was at a point that, you know, because at first, you know, I was doing video when I first met her, and I'm like, you know, because the internet is undefeatable. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want her to get into this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be on the internet. Oh, she's fat, or oh, she this, she big. But I'm like, yeah, you call her fat, but she beautiful.
She's so unbothered.
She beautiful.
I love it.
And then I love her spirit. Like,
She's
you know
so
what I'm
unbothered.
saying? She big. I get in the skin. I don't care what nobody say. I'm like, baby, look, the internet is undefeatable. They'll get out on you. You know what I'm saying?
What I say,
So,
I'm like, I don't care. They talking about Jesus
I know
Christ.
that's right.
so when we started doing it, it gave more girls confidence, like big girls, and every girl's like, oh, well, I can do skits, I can do this. Like when TikTok came out, it was more like big girls that's doing videos and then going viral. People like, be yourself, be who you are. You know what I'm saying? And the video we just did, we just hit a video. We did a video at home. just in the bed.
And they at home, y'all, in the bed, doing videos, going viral.
Do a video, and that video hit like 4.3 million views.
4.3
million views, and it was in the it was in the bed, and I had like I was trying to hug her, and then she moved over, and I tried to hug her again. She moved over, and I tried to hug her again. She moved over, and I turned around and kicked out the bed, So it went viral, and I was like, maybe we can do this though. We can do this. Like I don't want to do with nobody else in this real, but you.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
awesome. You can see it, I promise you. I don't even know y'all, but like I said, I've been around y'all a million times in the back. I'm always in the back, but you can see the love that you guys have, and so I commend you guys for that. And I wish that more people will get in tune with their mates, and and stop going back and forth. There's more power in union than there are divided. And what's the sense of being with somebody that you
gotta argue with every day?
It don't even make sense.
And it's like toxic relationship. It don't go nowhere. You gotta have 15-year-old man and 15-year-old woman to grow. Like, I don't worry about what people say about her. I don't worry about what people say about me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they judge Jesus at the same time.
Thanks.
But like what we going right now is more blessings. Like, like she woke me up at night like, babe, what you doing? I'm like, I'm asleep. She's like, you laughing in your sleep. I'm like, I'm laughing in my sleep. She's like, you laughing in your sleep. So I got up. So I got up and I wrote the skit down. And we hit like 9.3 million views on that. So it was dope. So like I said, like us being together doing what we doing, like trying to make other people happy. I actually got a story that always touches my heart, and I always tell people though. It was this young girl, this lady, she was like 19 years old, and she had her grandma. She took care of her grandma, and she was like, grandma. Her grandma's on her deathbed. She said, grandma. Hold it. She holding the phone over her grandma, and she said, watch this video. You need to watch this man, grandma. You watch this man. And I was doing lower life foot. So her grandma cracking up in the bed, she called me like, my grandma never did that. She been still, like she been out. So she was like, she went home because she leave her grandma. She went home and she came back the next 2 days later. She saw her grandma on the floor. Mm-hmm. And she's like, grandma, what's wrong? Grandma, what happened? She said, I was trying to get my phone.
Wow.
She said, check out my phone for what, my grandma? She said, watch that boy, we doing a little right foot. And then she left and went out of town and came back like 2 weeks later. Her grandma was in the front room and she said, grandma, what? Grandma, what you doing? You ain't see the last video this boy that made? And so it was
grandma
like the grandma.
Yeah, wow.
So me and her went to Walmart one day, and I'm going to Walmart, and then I actually see this lady. She, hey you, ain't your lower right foot? She babe. This is him right here, babe. This is him right here. This is why I was on my deathbed. He brought me back out. She said, can you please take this $100 bill? I said, no, babe, I got money. No, babe, I got money. I should have won in this. I got money. She said, no, you don't know who I am. She said, my niece put me on you when I was on my deathbed, laying there, ready to go. Thinking the Lord ready to take me already. He said, I watched you and got off my feet and got back into myself. She said, I just want to take this $100. I said, I'm not taking that $100, baby. I said, that's what my heart do. She said, you know what? Can I pray for you? And I like, man, you pray for me. When she prayed, when we sit in Walmart, she prayed over me. When she prayed over me the next day, I got a call from like, you know what I'm saying? It was a big artist like, Mike Evans, like, man, you got Cedric Entertainer, Chris Brown, Lil Duval, they all watch your videos in the club talking about you right now. I'm like, man, this is big.
Wow.
So it was a blessing though, but I enjoyed it. That's my big experience though.
Marquita, what did you take from it? What's your take from it?
I just love when people inbox me or post on our videos. Like, I just love y'all. Y'all really, when I'm having a bad day, I go straight to y'all videos or go to his videos, and y'all just brighten up the day. And I'm like, it's a lot of stuff going on out here. It's a sad time, man. We gotta smile at something.
Absolutely.
It's a lot going on. So much death, especially between our people.
And I don't think you guys realize the impact you have on people. I mean, because y'all just doing what y'all enjoy, but like you just said, it's so much going on and people need that. And so y'all videos is one of the ways that I bond with my son. So when I know that's how I know that's what he likes, so I call him.
What's his name?
Davion.
Shout out to Davion, man. I made you a good hoodie, man. You gonna love that hoodie I made you.
So when he come home, when he doing something, I'm like, come here, son, look at this video. And so he'll get in the bed, and I just let him play all the videos that I done seen, but I have to act like I ain't seen them because that's the way for us to bond. So I appreciate that. And you guys are awesome. I mean, keep on going. The sky's the limit. I love the energy. You guys keep it going. You guys keep making videos. Keep making us laugh. They're giving us the signal. So with that being said, I want to say thank KNTV for giving me this platform to bring on people like you guys.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
My love for the youth is through the roof.
Me too.
And so
I want you guys to come out and meet my kids.
Sure.
And so that'll be
I
cool.
would love that.
You guys
I would
come
love
out
that.
and
I'm thank you for being here too, though. I think this is a big opportunity, and I'm thank you. And you got to rise and start what you're doing right now.
Appreciate that.
Cause like I say, like I watched it with D Brown. I'm like, man, you know, D Brown's your man. They're my people. I love them to death. You know, brothers. So, but I watched like, man, yeah, she called it, man. What she don't call me? And then it was a blessing. It was a blessing. It's a blessing. She called me, and then I said that, babe. I'm like,
No,
man.
I was getting to it.
It's a blessing that I was thankful for, and I thank you so much for bringing me
Absolutely. So yeah, you guys keep on going. I thank my parents for being my support system, because without them, I couldn't do half what I do with these kids.
Yes.
And so you thank God, of course, for being the head of my life. You guys want to give a shout out to somebody?
I want to give a shout out to my people, man. You know what I'm saying? My mother, Jenny Barron, Verly Barron, Tanisha Barron, AC Barron, Conlissa Barron. I thank everybody for my family, my sister, brother, especially my wife here. I love you. I thank you for everything being there for me when I have time. But like, you know what I'm saying? And Darlene, I love you. You know, rest in peace. But I thank everybody else behind me, and I thank y'all for supporting me.
Ma'am?
I just want to thank everybody for supporting him and us. Thank our family. Thank God, number one, man, because he had brought me through some stuff. He brought me this, my light, because I have been through a lot of sad times. And when I got with him, my life has been so much better.
That's awesome. I love to hear that.
Yes.
I love to hear that. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to Heavily Sent People You Should Know. They gonna come out and come laugh with these kids that I deal with, because some of them, they just, yeah, they all over the place. So again, thank you guys for coming in.
Appreciate it.
At the last moment. Appreciate you guys for taking the invitation, and thank Cam TV again for giving us this platform. Until the end, thank you guys for tuning in to Heavily Sent.
Thank you, Cam
Thank
TV.
you.
Thanks, Cam TV. Thank you.